guys, Turtle here. I hope you're doing well. Turtle and my ducks, actually, Maggie May and Hope. Today I'm going to show you my favorite way to build a fire, and that is the log cabin style fire. But before we get started, there's a couple really important things that we need to talk about. First of all, you need to make sure that you have an adult helping you build a fire, and you need to make sure that you have permission to build a fire. So it's really important to make sure that there's no local ordinances banning fires if it's really dry or if it's really windy conditions. So those are two really important things to check before you start building your fire. Another important thing is to make sure you have a water source near where your fire is, whether that's a bucket of water, or in my case, I have a garden hose back here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's really important that you have water to put your fire out when you're done, and you have water around, duck break. And you have water around in case your fire gets bigger than it's supposed to be. So those are those are a couple important things to note. You're also going to need sticks of various sizes. So coming down here, I'll show you what I have. I went out into my woods and I gathered some sticks. I've got really little sticks. I've got some middle-sized sticks back there, and then I've got some bigger sticks. You're also going to need something to help your fire get started. So I have some paper. This came in a insulated mailer that I got, but it's plant and paper based, so it's completely safe to burn. Sometimes if I have scrap paper or extra newspaper laying around, I like to use that as well. So let's get started. I also like to start my fire on a piece of cardboard. I feel like it's just a little easier and it works a little better. So what we're going to do, make sure you're on a surface that you can burn on. This is my gravel, and then I have cardboard. You're gonna take 4 sticks that are relatively big out of your stick pile, and that's gonna make your base. So I'm gonna take these 2 and I'm gonna set them parallel to each other. And then I'm gonna take 2 more of my bigger sticks and set those perpendicular to my original sticks, but parallel to each other. All right, and then I'm just gonna keep doing that with sticks that are getting smaller and smaller as we go to the top. So I'm gonna lay them perpendicular to my old sticks, but parallel to each other. Also, it is a very warm day out today, so the last time I built a fire was a similarly hot day. It actually was Teen Boy Week of camp last summer, and it was not an ideal day for fire building. Okay, so as you are building your log cabin, you're gonna make your sides come in closer to each other. And like I said, you're gonna keep using sticks that get smaller and smaller as you get to the top. And that's why it's important to get a bunch of different size sticks. Okay, so I'm just gonna do one more layer up at the top here. And then I'm gonna start building, and I'm gonna use 2 sticks here just because. Now I'm going to put some stuff on the inside. I'm gonna take my paper. I'm gonna kind of crumple it up and just drop some in there. I've heard of people using dryer lint for this before. I've heard of people using Doritos, which seems interesting to me. I haven't tried either of those. Oh, I've tried dryer lint one time. I don't remember what happened though. Now I'm gonna take some smaller sticks and I'm gonna kind of put them at an angle in the middle of my log cabin. Kind of like a teepee style fire inside the log cabin. So I'm gonna put them in at an angle and kind of lean them up against each other. I don't know if you can see that or not. Hopefully you can. And I'm just gonna keep doing this until I've got a pretty good middle part of the fire filled out. It's also important to make sure that the twigs and the sticks that you find are really dry. You don't want them to be wet or have just been rained on, and you especially don't want to take branches from trees that are, still standing, because they're not going to burn very well, and it's going to make your fire building process really, really frustrating. couple more, and then I'm gonna add just a few more of the really tiny sticks up at the top here in my log cabin style way. Get some of those really tiny ones. Okay. Now we are ready to try and light our fire and hope it works. Because it's a little windy today, which is not really ideal for fire building. So you're gonna wanna start lighting your paper and your kindling first, and once that gets a good flame, it will, oh yeah, that edge went out. It will start to light all of your other sticks and twigs. And as your fire grows, you can add more sticks and twigs to it. To help give it more fuel to burn. All right, and there you have it. That is the log cabin style fire.